Anacardiaceae. Coming to plants which are familiar to us, one is mango tree, Mangifera indica, and another one is cashew plant, Anacardium occidentale. And coming to the systematic position of these plants, they are belonging to class Dicots, then Polypetalae, series Disciflorae, order Sapindiales, and family Anacardiaceae. This family has 73 genera and 600 species. And these are the common plants which we see around us belonging to this family. And this is Anacardium occidentale Kashmava, and this is Mangifera indica. The common family characters are leaves are alternate, exstipulate without stipule. The leaves may be simple or pinnately compound. Inflorescence is cymose, either terminal or axillary panicle. Flower is pentamerous. Hermaphrodite, that is bisexual. Actinomorphic, that means it can be divided into two equal halves through multiple planes. And there is a disc at the base of ovary, and the stamens are 10 in number. They are inserted at the base of the annular disc, and the disc is called the intrastaminal disc. Stamen seems to pass through the disc, hence it is called the intrastaminal disc. Then carpels are 1 to 2 in number, and they have superior ovary, and placentation is pendulous, and the fruit is a drupe. Coming to vegetative characters, these plants are generally trees and shrubs and rarely woody vines. As it is dicot, they have a taproot system, and the stem is woody, hard and erect, and their bark contain a lot of resins. So bark is resinous. Coming to the characters of leaves, leaves are alternate, and in Mangifera we can see simple leaves, but in Rus and Odina we can see pinnately compound leaves. Leaf doesn't have a stipule, so they are exstipulate. Coming to floral characters, their inflorescence is either terminal or an axillary panicle. So they belong in the cymose inflorescence. The flowers are small. They have all the whorls, hence they are complete. They are usually actinomorphic. They have the symmetry in multiple planes, so they are actinomorphic. And rarely these flowers are zygomorphic. And they are pentamerous flowers, and they are bisexual. But in Mangifera we can see unisexual flowers also. So in Mangifera we can see bisexual flowers, male flowers and female flowers. Hence they are called polygamous. Hence this kind of flowering is called polygamous. And normally we can see reduction of androecium or gynoecium in this family. and this absence of stamens and carpels are often a seen phenomena, and at the base of that is often this gynoecium is present above a stalk, and such a stalk which subtend a gynoecium is called gynophore. The flowers are hypogynous. Usually calyx is formed of 5 sepals, but sometimes we can see 3 to 7. There is a variation. Sometimes it can be 3 to 7. They are free, so they are polysepalous. And at the basal portion, they see a fusion, and or they will see a partial fusion. So they are basally connate or semi-connate, and estivation is imbricate. Coming to corolla, the petals are normally 5 in number, but it can be varied. 3 to 5 may be the variation. Sometimes you can see only 3 petals. They are polypetalous. They are rarely fused or they are rarely connate. Estivation is imbricate, and sometimes the corolla has fused with the receptacle or the thalamus to form a hypanthium. The fusion of corolla with receptacle form a structure called hypanthium. Androecium are formed of 10 stamens. They are in 2 whorls of 5 each. In some plants, all the 10 stamens are fertile, but in anacardium, there will be presence of 7 to 10 stamens, but only one will be functional. Others are represented by staminodes. Staminodes are pseudo stamen-like structures which are non-functional, and their filaments are free, but basal region they are fused together. The staminodes as well as stamens are free, but basally they are fused. And below the ovary there is a disc, and from the base of this disc often stamens will be arised, and this disc is called intrastaminal disc. And in some plants this disc will be modified to form a gynophore, or it's a stalk which bear gynoecium. And there is bythecus and inroads. Inroads means they are pointing towards the center of the flower. They are hanging towards center of the flower. Coming to gynoecium, they are tricarpellary, then rarely they are pentacarpellary. The ovary is fused, or the carpels are fused, hence they are syncarpous, and they have only one cavity, so they are unilocular. Position is above all other floral whorls, so it is superior, and ovule is pendulous. Ovary is pentacarpellary and pentalocular with, in some plants like Bouchania, ovary is pentacarpellary and pentalocular with only one ovule. Styles 1 to 5, and they are widely separated. The fruit of this plant is a drupe, and its mesocarp is resinous, but in Mangifera it is fleshy. But in Anacardium it is a nut. And coming to the floral formula, it is they are having bracts. Flowers are actinomorphic, bisexual. They have a calyx 4 to 5, and corolla there will be 5. Then androecium 1 to 10, and gynoecium 1 to 5. These are some of the images of the flowers. And this is a typical Mangifera flower. There we can see the anther, filament, petal and sepal and ovary. And they have both the male flower and in Mangifera indica they have male flower, female flower and bisexual flowers. If you see this flower, they contain only ovary and the carpel. So there's a female flower. Here we can see both ovary, carpel, both carpel and stamen. So it's a bisexual flower. Similarly, we can see the flowers with only male reproductive structure. They are called male flowers, and these are called female flowers. And coming to their flowering, the inflorescence is like this. The peduncle will terminate in a flower. From the lateral bud, another branch will be produced. This branch will be profusely branching towards one side and in a cymose pattern. This is the cymose panicle. And if you see the opened flower, this is the flower of a Mangifera, and this is the flower which shows these are the sepals and petals are on the inner side, and these are the long stamen, and this is a male flower, and this is a typical bisexual flower. It contains both stamens and carpa. And if you see the floral diagram, this is the full floral diagram, and as we know in the floral diagram, as well in calyx and corolla, estivation is imbricated. So one is completely, two calyx are completely out, two calyx are completely in, one calyx in and out. Like this is the pattern of estivation, and this is called the imbricate estivation. So the major features of this family include polygamous condition in some plants, the variation of calyx and corolla from 3 to 5, the variation of stamens from 7 to 10. Though there are multiple number of stamens, a lot of them are staminodes. Coming to carpels, often carpels are present on a stalk called gynophore. They have a disc below the ovary. Often stamens arise from the base of this disc. Coming to economic importance, we have mango, Manga, Mangifera indica, and cashew nut, cashew tree. All these are economically very significant. Thank you very much for your patient listening.